What's up, YouTube? It's the Casual Cutter back again after a 3-week hiatus. That's right, the last video I did for my YouTube channel was on the Spyderco Smock, where I gave my full 1-week consensus on this particular knife, but some things have changed. I have some updates, and I have some news on what to expect in the future. So, stick around and see what's going on. All right, so where have I been the last 3 weeks? What have I been doing? Well, if you care about that at all, it's not that exciting. I've still been here, been dealing with my day job that unfortunately I have to deal with on a daily basis to pay the bills. I have some busy stuff going on at home, but I have been on Instagram and Facebook quite a bit, probably a bit too much. I just didn't have anything that I thought was really, truly YouTube worthy to share with you guys. But I kind of dug through the archives of what I've been up to the past few weeks, and it turns out I do have some stuff to share with you and fill you in on. So let's get to it. First, nothing major, but my Pilar mod, I finally got the carbidized green micarta scale in after waiting like, I don't know, 4 months maybe. I used to have a brass scale on this knife with a nice patina, but I've always wanted the green micarta. If you follow me on Instagram, you know how much I love this stuff. So I finally picked it up, and it's starting to wear in nicely, and I'm probably going to put that brass scale on another knife that I mod. So that's that. Next up, the smock. I still have it, and I still love it, and I still carry it a ton. The secondary detent is still out of the knife, and I am pleased to report that I have not injured myself one bit. I haven't accidentally discharged the blade in my pocket. It has not flung itself out by accident and cut anyone or anything, so completely good to go with that secondary detent out. Now, that being said, I did have a bunch of other smocks come through that I've handled, and you know what? I can go either way. I don't need the secondary detent in or out of the knife. It makes no difference to me. I do like the fidget factor with it out. I prefer it, so I'm going to keep it that way. So yeah, the smock, after 3 additional weeks for a total of a month in my possession, is still completely 100% recommended by me. Now, like I say, there's no knife that's for everyone, so you might get one of these and it just might not be for you. But for me, it's still a winner. I carry it a lot, and it's going to stick with me permanently. So there's that. Next up is this thing that came in just a couple of days ago, and this was a knife that I've been chasing. It's a knife that's Grail status, and it's a knife that has a lot of history for me in particular. So let's take a look at it. And if you follow me on Instagram, you already know what it is. And it is the Vox F5 Custom. However, it's not just any Vox F5 Custom. It's one that originally was owned by a guy in Japan who also owned my F9. So this knife has made it around the world, from Denmark to Japan to the US. I found a guy in the States that bought it from Japan, from the previous owner, and managed to beat him into submission and let him go ahead and sell it to me, and I am extremely fortunate to have this in my collection now. Jesper only made 22, as far as I was told, F5s in total. And out of those 22, only a few had this swedge cut in the ground into the spine of the blade. So, this might be one of only 3 or 4 like it. But such a beast of a knife. I mean, that blade stock is, I believe, 5 millimeters thick. It's got a solid brass backspacer that's just beautiful, and the ergonomics on this thing are just about perfect. For my size large glove hand, this thing just fits, and it's going to be a absolute joy to carry and play around with and keep forever in my Vox lineup. So the F5 came in, and just super excited about it, guys. I mean, it's beautiful. Got this nice big old sheep's foot style blade, I guess you can call it. I think I remember Jesper saying that this is a sailor inspired knife type. So, it's probably why it has a anchor on the show scale, and it's gorgeous. So that came in. And last but not least, knife-wise, this thresher of mine finally came back into my possession after sending it out. And I shouldn't say finally because the turnaround time was really quick, but I sent it out to get a spider hole mod by CML Knife Works. If you're on Instagram, you should definitely give him a follow. It's CML Charlie Michael Larry _ Knife Works. And he does these spider hole mods on pretty much anything. So whether you have a thresher and you want one of these or you have anything else, definitely hit him up and see what his availability is, because I don't know if you knew this, but a spider hole makes everything about 87% cooler. That's actually a fact. It's published in a journal somewhere, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so the thresher, I think, has always begged for the spider hole, and it inspired me to actually mod the entire knife. So you might notice that there's no thresher out there that really looks like this. This knife was originally stone-washed raw titanium, and when I got it back in, I was inspired to do a blue ano on the scales, matching blue ano on the back spacer, just because it has this full-length, almost integral type back spacer look to it. So I wanted to keep it the same color, and then I bronzed the hardware, all the screws and the clip, and I'm just really happy with the way that it came out. I also acid etched and stone washed the blade to get rid of the branding that was on there, and I think it looks like a custom Gavco now. What do you think? I dig it. Now, I was originally going to sell this knife to recoup some of the cost from this F5. However, now that it's modded and personalized and kind of perfect for me, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it in my permanent collection, and I'm going to carry it and use it and enjoy it, and you can't have it. So the thresher stays. I did, however, sell kind of a crowd favorite of mine, which was the Berg Blades Slim. I loved that knife. It was absolutely gorgeous and perfect and just so well made. However, I didn't carry it, so I couldn't justify keeping it. Just couldn't do it. And, one of them had to go. If I could keep every single knife that I have ever owned, I probably would. But, sometimes you just got to replenish the funds and cut loose what you're not carrying or not using or not enjoying. And not that I didn't not enjoy the Slim, it's just it made sense. One had to go. So, and I'm probably going to let a few more go as well. So follow me on my Instagram, because that's where you're going to hear about it. If I have any knives that are available for my collection, I will let you guys know on Instagram. Other than that, I just hit 1,000 subs on my channel. So thank you so much for that. It's been a long time coming. I started this channel back in November, I believe, and, it was a slow burn. I'd like to come out with a new video every week, but if I don't have something that's worth seeing, I'm not really one to make a video just because. So maybe that'll change, who knows. Maybe I'll get more content, figure something out. But for all of you that have subscribed and that stick around, I really appreciate you guys. And I hope to do more in the future. I do have one thing planned for the immediate future, and that is I have some handmade items I'm working on that I hope to have available for sale to the public sometime this summer. It's EDC related. I think they're kind of cool, and if they work out, they will be available on my Instagram. And I'll tell you guys about it here as well. But definitely, if you're on Instagram, follow me there to stay up to date on whatever's new. So guys, that's pretty much it. We got 1,000 subs. We got a new knife. We got a new mod. We got this knife that is still highly recommended and good to go. We'll change up to the Pilar mod. And that's it. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed something in this video. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Casual Cutter out.